Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com. I'm about to do an unboxing for you guys today of the Pantech Pocket from AT&T. This is a very interesting device because it's an Android smartphone, obviously. Has a 4-inch display, but the aspect ratio is really what gets you. It has a 4:3 aspect ratio, so it's basically like a square device. Kind of interesting. Pantech says it's going to be great for reading ebooks, watching videos. We're going to find that out after testing it out, but this is just an unboxing to get some first impressions, see what comes in the box, see what you'll get whenever you buy it, and then I'll come back with a full review. Before we get on to the unboxing, I have to say a special thanks to our friends at Best Buy Mobile. We thank them all the time because they send us phones that we add to our One Paw Bandit game, and those are the phones that you guys can win by playing that One Paw Bandit game. So thank you, Best Buy Mobile, for being so awesome. One of the great things about them is that when you go there, you don't have to worry about rebates. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to sell you a phone just because they work for AT&T. No, they're unbiased. They sell phones from every major U.S. carrier. So thanks Best Buy Mobile for sending us the phones and for being so awesome. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's an unboxing of the Pantech Pocket from AT&T, available November 20th. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com. Let's go check it out. Alright, so here we go with the Pantech Pocket from AT&T, one of their new Android smartphones. And so this phone has a pretty interesting, the form factor is, basically the candy bar form factor, but it's the display that really catches your attention because it's wide, it's not narrow, it's a 4-inch display, but it's basically a square. So kind of an interesting display there, but Pantech says this is great for reading books, watching videos, and so the question is it actually true, and then how does a phone perform itself? This is just an unboxing, so we won't be able to answer that question, but anyway, in the box you have your micro USB data cable, which also acts as a charger once you plug it into the AC adapter. Just plug it in there, and you can use that to charge your phone. This is the package probably that the battery came in, and then you get your quick start guide and other information on AT&T Uverse Live TV. If you want to sign up for that, it is an additional charge. But we'll put that to the side and just get right into the phone. Let's find the power button. Power button is on top. Hopefully it has a charge, and it does. Take this off. So the form factor, it's very slim. On the back you have this, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's a very textured finish. Still plastic, but it just feels textured. And then it's a pretty thin device. Let me go back to the dimensions here and see if I can get the dimensions. 4.5 inches by 3 inches, and then it's 0.44 inches thick. So fairly thin. And then you have the micro USB charging port, or just the micro USB port on the right side. On the left side is a volume rocker, power button, 3.5mm headphone jack, and that's it. Nothing on the bottom. On the back, this is a 5-megapixel camera. It does have autofocus. There's no flash, but it does capture HD video. I believe it's 720p HD video. And then you have the speaker grill. Now another interesting thing that Pantech noted about the design, because it's wider and has kind of this larger footprint, they say that this allows them to have a larger battery than other Android devices that they put out. So it has a 1500 milliamp hour battery, which is not larger than usual, but it is still larger than what we see on some Android devices. So we'll see what battery life is like. Also, along with the battery, you get a micro SD card. Looks like it's a 2 gig card, and it will support, I don't have the numbers on how much memory it will support. I'm guessing it's 32 gigs, but I won't, don't quote me on that yet. I'll try to find out and then have a subtitle right here and let you guys know. Looks like there's no SIM card in here, so I'll have to insert one probably before we actually get started. Yeah, emergency calls only. So let me insert the SIM card, and then I'll come back and we'll take a quick tour of the phone. Okay, so one thing I just found out about the Pantech Pocket is that it takes a micro SIM card, which I don't have, and I didn't know that it only takes a micro SIM. So we won't be able to test out the HSPA Plus capabilities of the device right now in the unboxing, but hopefully we'll get a micro SIM in order so I can test out the network and test out the data speeds and call quality and things like that. I do want to note that the battery, if you can see that, it's actually a 1680 or 1650 milliamp hour battery. In the PR notes I was given, it says 1500, and also there's other websites on the internet that are reporting that it has a 1500 milliamp hour battery, but apparently it's not. So it's actually a little bit larger than I thought. So maybe battery life will be better. But for now, I have connected the device to Wi-Fi, and we'll be able to take a quick look at the interface and see some of the customizations that Pantech has added. You can already see here on the lock screen we have shortcuts to messages, and then it locked, web, dialer, and then that's to unlock, email, and music. So those are some nice shortcuts. I wonder if you can actually customize those. We'll find out. And let's go home. This is the home screen. You can see that Pantech, again, here are some more customizations that Pantech has added. It does ship with Android 2.3, which is nice, Android 2.3 Gingerbread, but then it has sort of this skin. So you have this custom dock at the bottom where you have shortcuts for calls, messages, web, and then this is to take you to the app drawer, which scrolls left and right instead of up and down. And of course you have the usual AT&T apps here, Code Scanner, Family Map, Navigator, and then you get some Google apps like Books, Calendar, Downloads, Converter, Document Viewer. Those don't come with every Google device, so Converter and Document Viewer, that's a little different. And then again, you know, Live TV, My AT&T. You do get Google Maps, Featured Apps, Handy Memo. I always like it when Android devices come with a memo app. We'll see if there's a widget that comes with it. Twitter, the official Twitter app, comes out of the box. Sketchpad, PC Suite connector, so you can use that to transfer music to the device. YP Mobile, and then you have a weather app, which is probably Pantech's custom weather app, which typically will include a widget as well. So we'll see a differentiation between Android widgets and Pantech widgets. So here you can see all of the widgets that Pantech has added. Email, event notification, an integrated clock, picture viewer. Now I want to go over to messaging, because the interesting thing, again, because the display has, you know, this kind of weird aspect ratio that we don't usually see on Android or on smartphones in general. It has a 4:3 aspect ratio. You can see the keyboard is very wide. It's almost as if you're using it in landscape mode. Let's see if I can get my reflection out of there. I know you want to look at the phone and not me. So it's a little bit wider, you know, than, you know, typical Android keyboards, and so it makes typing on it a lot easier. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And you can see I had one mistake. So not bad. I'm eager to test that out and see if it really does benefit it. It seems like it does, but I'll test it out and see if it really does benefit the device. I mentioned that it is an HSPA Plus device, so you do get AT&T's 4G network. You have 4 Android buttons down here. These are physical buttons for menu, home, back, and search. There's a speaker up there for making calls. And that's pretty much it. Just a quick first look at the Pantech Pocket. And hopefully we'll get a micro SIM so that we can test out the device, test out AT&T's network, see how it performs. Before I forget, it is powered by a 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon S2 processor. So I'm expecting performance to be pretty decent with that Snapdragon processor, but I'll test it out, give you guys a full review. For now, this is just an unboxing and some first impressions. I'm going to post a first impressions article on PhoneDog.com so you can see just a few more details after using the device for a couple of minutes, and then of course I'll have the full review, video review and written review on PhoneDog.com. If you have any questions about the Pantech Pocket or any other device, you can send me a message on Twitter. My screen name is PhoneDog_Sydney, and I'll try to answer your question if I can. I can't answer all of them, but I'll try to answer it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for watching. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.